Alrighty, what is poppin', my dudes? Happy spooky month. Say that three times fast. Um, so if you have no idea, for whatever reason, this is Kerbal Space Program, and I just thought it would be cool to maybe have sort of a series or whatever, um, where I do like sort of commentaries like this of something cool that I do in Kerbal Space Program. Have it like be pre-recorded because obviously, if you know anything about KSP, stuff in this game takes like sometimes it can literally take hours. Like the shortest significant mission you'll have in this game is 30 minutes, so it wouldn't make any sense to do a live recording. So this is pre-recorded, so it'll be like a build time lapse and then an actual mission time lapse. And again, this is just sort of an experiment with the idea. And what this is right now, what you've been watching for the past minute, just a weird little plane I threw together. Doesn't really have any sort of significance to it. Um, yeah, and I'm just going to kind of be making fun of Spirit Airlines a little bit. You can see I put that at the top there. And here I'm just doing a test flight. This is not going to be the actual flight. Um, yeah, so just stuff like this. So, doing a build time lapse, then doing an actual flight time lapse um, of something cool, something that is not just throwing together a plane and not landing it well. So, here we have the actual flight um, in which the brave Jebediah Kerman will. He'll be going pretty fast. Yeah, so not really much else to say there. Um, so you can see he is boarding the vessel. There we go, and getting the landing gears up. And you can see I have capacity for 5 Kerbals. There's one in the cockpit, which is Jeb, and then there is capacity for 4 more if you wanted in those little crew cabins. And it's not really anything fancy. I just threw together the wings and then obviously the 2 things on the front and back that would help me with steering, since the wings have no built-in control surfaces, and I'm too lazy to put those in there myself. See, we've got those 3 Rapier engines on the back, which is, as far as I understand, the most powerful jet engine. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the Goliath. I don't know. But at least it's the second most powerful. Yeah, just kind of had fun with this. Wanted to see how fast I could make it. And I was shooting for the island runway here. Went upside down, nearly exploded. And you can see I massively overshot it, and yeah, the wings kind of snapped off there, and I plunged straight into the water. So yeah, that was the general idea of what this sort of series would be. But like I said, it's going to be a lot cooler, it's going to be a lot bigger, it's going to be a lot longer, more interesting. And because it will be bigger, longer, more interesting, all that, it will take more time. So, I will, if this does end up happening, which, I mean, let's face it, it will, because I want to. This would be like once every 2 weeks kind of a thing, because it's like you got to do the build, then you got to do the mission, then you got to edit it all, then you got to do a voiceover like this, and it's kind of a hassle, but it's fun, it's cool. So that would probably be once every 2 weeks, likely on the weekends. Yeah, and I'll still continue to do like Dormitibus, more of that's going to come up, and yeah, stuff like that. So expect some of that soon, and maybe expect some Kerbal Space Program this weekend. that is it from me. You do not have to endure the suffering of listening to my voice any longer.